What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, and welcome to round 1 of the playoffs for the NPL Minors Division. We've made it to playoffs somehow after that 5-0 victory that we really desperately needed against Andrew last week after losing 1-0 in the same video to Fries, but we somehow made it, and we have to take on the guy who beat the ever-living crap out of us first out of everyone, which was of course the Bird back in week 2 after we got a 5-0 against Eric. And the mon that kicked our ass was the combination of Mega Sceptile and Xurkitree with Muck and Toxapex. And they're all here again with Mew. The only mon that is not present, that was last time, I believe was Buzzwole, which is now turned into a Seismitoad somehow. But that is what we're here to deal with. I would do a team building section part of this here battle, but I honestly don't remember what my spreads were for. I got help building my team, and this team, I will explain after, but it's a bit iffy on it. But you know, I brought a Volcanion, my Fortress, my Galvantula, Lopunny, Salazzle, and Silvally, which you guys will see the typing of later. But without further ado, you know, you've seen his mons, you've seen my mons for a while now. Let's just get into the battle and see how it went. Can we advance into round 2, or is this where our NPL run ends? So I'm going to lead off with Electro, my Silvally Electric, as he leads off with his Muck. And I'm going to click turn 1 Swords Dance as he clicks Knock Off. Now unfortunately he gets the Poison Touch, which is really sucky, but it is a Muck and it's what it does. He's going to swap out now into his Seismitoad as I try to go for the multi-attack, which of course fails because he's immune. And I was not too happy about that. So he sets up Stealth Rocks now as I go for the Parting Shot instead of, you know, swapping out like I would. But he outspeeds me, which is interesting, so I know he's kind of fast. And I switch into Sparkman because, you know, I figured my Galvantula can probably do some stuff. As he swaps into Bailey, I click Infestation because, you know, Infestation and Bug Buzz and stuff can do some damage. I click Thunder here and see it does 29, so he's obviously here the, what's it called? The Assault Vest. But he does take some good damage. Clicks Knockout, gets rid of my Expert Belt, so my Sparkman is basically useless. He tried to click Pursuit here, but he got fully paralyzed, which is kind of lucky on my end. I go into Gaia here, just trying to get my rocks up and stuff, and he clicks Fire Blast, gets a crit, which I actually gonna take a pause here. I did calc it. Now it didn't matter in like the huge long run or long scheme of things, but I did calculate, and that crit mattered for the KO. I told Bird, and we talked afterward the match, and I showed him the calc, and that crit towards my my Fortress actually mattered a little bit in order to get the kill, but it didn't really have anything important in terms of moves. I think it had Volt Switch, Spike, Stealth Rock, and Earthquake, if I recall correctly. I could double check that after the game. I'll probably put an edit up or something, probably won't. But as you guys can see, he gets the crit and knocks me out, which is very unfortunate. And I have to swap into Steam Healer here just to try to get a kill. And he swaps out into Shibata, which is his Toxapex. As I go for a sub, this was a sub leftovers Volcanion. I'm very defensive with Earth Power, Toxic, and Flamethrower. I was really not comfortable with this set, but I had to do what I had to do. As he gets up a Light Screen now, which is even more annoying than the last time I played it, because I did like 40%. But he switches into Phil Brooks, the Mew, and I do 12%. And, you know, I tested this in the mock, but this felt more important to me than having my Volcanion for the longevity. So I clicked Toxic, and I thought that, you know, Synchronize wouldn't work past the sub, but, you know, it does, so that's unfortunate. But getting this Mew on a timer seems kind of important to me, and he does break my, he breaks my, Substitute with a +1 Psychic, which was to be expected. I did actually invest my Volcanion to be able to take a, Psych Shock, I think, behind a sub, or something like that from a not very invested Mew, but he just, of course, +1, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go into Lop here to try to snag up KO on something, and he is going to let the Mew go, which is kind of nice, as Mew, there we go, Lopunny finally Mega Evolves. And, you know, we're down 6-4, but this could, or 5-4 I mean, but this could be worse. I go for the Power Up Punch here, trying to get, like, you know, set up my Lopunny to potentially get a comeback. He goes for Earthquake, which does about half of my health, and he swaps into Bailey the Muck as I go for the High Jump Kick. Luckily, I connect, I get a crit, and Muck goes down too. So, 4-4. He sends in Okada the Xurkitree, and right here, I have nothing I can do because Silvally gets 2 KO'd, Salazzle gets 2 KO'd, Volcanion gets OHKO'd, and Lopunny gets OHKO'd from here. So, what that means is if this is Scarf Circuitry, I just lose right here. And considering how it swapped it in and he didn't choose to send in something like Sceptile, it's pretty safe to say that it is Scarfed, and if that is true, that just means we lose right here. Like, that just means our run is over and we lose 4-0. And it is, in fact, Scarf. So right now, Okada or Circuitry is just going to click Thunderbolt continuously for the next 3 turns, and all my mons can die. I declare GG in the chat here, because I know there's nothing any of my mons can do. And that just means that, you know, we lose. So, very unfortunate, but when it came to this team, I got a little bit of help building it, because I honestly had no idea how to build for Verd, because I kind of had a very bad feeling about how I was going to do it, because I had a feeling that he was going to beat me from the get-go, which of course is the wrong mentality to go into a game. But the thing is, I honestly just had no idea what I was going to do. Like, what more can I say? So I got asked for some help, and I got from someone who claimed they knew how I played, and they kind of have a general idea, from at least what they tell me. But despite that, the team was built so passively according to what I had, you know, like what my team was. It was way too passive for how I play, which left a huge like question mark for me in how to use my team, which in terms meant that my team would underperform based upon how I would play it. I did kind of like have a different team as well, but it kind of would have gotten the same thing where it would have been Rhyperior. I had Rhyperior in that one, but that would have just gotten destroyed by like Sceptile, and then Okada would have done the exact same thing because that team had bird spam. My team just didn't have anything for Circuitry, and therefore we get our ass handed to us by the Verd, which meaning Roseradenborg's season in the National Pokeball League Minors Division is done, but do not fret, we will be back in NPL Minors Season 4, hopefully, and we'll be ready to take on whichever newcomers that will be here and which other old people that will be here. Of course, some people are going to get promoted here. I'm honestly expecting and rooting for Verd to go into Majors, and then we have from Majors there's going to be 2 people relegated because Moxie Inferno got into the relegation zone, but because of his inheritage of the team from Gator and the Florida Gators, he is not going to get relegated. He's kind of immune to that or something. Wow, my throat is really bad. No, I'm sorry. But because that's going to be a thing, and then I think Cloud Envy of the New Jersey Rebels gets relegated or something like that. It's not something I need to get too in-depth to, but playoff matches that are going to happen now is Verd versus either Mono or Eric, but depending on how their game goes, and then it's like David and Rob, I think, that have to face each other, because I think David and Astra play. I'm not sure. I don't know. Has that game happened yet? Or well, they 2 need to play, and then Rob needs to play 4th seed in the other division. I don't remember who. I think it's Adam of the Bee's Knees. I think it's Rob and Adam, and then it's Aster and David. They also need to play, so be sure to check those matches out, and also check out all the coaches from this season. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Check out Verd, links in the description. Great guy. He's an Aussie, so that's kind of cool too. He's got an awesome beard. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.